David, are you okay? You've been rubbing your hands together for the last 10 minutes, and you're shivering a little bit.
Hi, Emma. I'm just so cold. I don't know what is wrong with the air conditioning in this office, but I feel like I am working in a refrigerator. It feels like it's the middle of winter in here, not the end of summer.
Really? You feel that cold? That's so strange. I feel absolutely fine. The temperature feels perfect to me. It's a very comfortable and pleasant environment for working.
Perfect? I can practically see my breath. My fingers are so cold it's actually difficult to type on my keyboard. I am finding it really hard to concentrate on my work when I am this chilly. How can you not be cold?
I don't know. I feel great. Maybe I just have a higher tolerance for cooler temperatures than you do. I would much rather have the office be a little cool than too hot.
I agree that a hot, stuffy office is also bad. But this isn't just a little cool. This is an Arctic wind blowing directly on my desk. There has to be a happy medium somewhere between a sauna and a freezer.
I can see that you are really uncomfortable. I'm sorry you feel so cold, but I must say, you are wearing a thick sweater. I am just wearing a light, long-sleeved blouse, and I am still not cold at all.
I know. I had to put this sweater on because I was so cold and just my shirt. I always have to keep an extra layer of clothing here at my desk just for the office. It feels silly to have to wear winter clothes indoors when it's a warm, sunny day outside.
I suppose that is a bit strange. I am the opposite. I get warm very easily, especially when I am concentrating or moving around the office. If the room were any warmer, I think I would start to feel sleepy and unproductive.
That's interesting. It shows how different people experience the same temperature in completely different ways. For me, this cold is making me unproductive because all I can think about is how cold I am. My muscles feel tense from shivering.
I understand. It is hard to focus when your body is uncomfortable. We spend so much time here at our desks. It's important that the environment is suitable for everyone.
Exactly. This isn't just about a minor discomfort. It genuinely affects my ability to do my job well.
Well, if it's bothering you that much, maybe we should try to adjust the temperature. Do you know where the thermostat for this area is?
That was my next question for you. I was looking around for it earlier, but I can't see a control panel anywhere on the walls near our desks. I wanted to turn the temperature up by just a few degrees.
I don't think we have one that we can control ourselves. This is a large, open-plan office. In most buildings like this, the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, what they call the HVAC system, is centrally controlled for the entire floor.
So you're telling me there is no way for us to change the temperature for our specific area? One person decides the temperature for hundreds of employees?
I'm afraid so. The facilities department sets a standard temperature for the whole building, and it's usually maintained automatically by a computer system. They try to find a balance that will work for the majority of people.
Well, their balance is not working for me. I understand why they do it for efficiency, but it feels frustrating to have no control. In my old office, we had a small thermostat for each section, and we could adjust it as a team. It worked much better.
That does sound like a better system. I wonder if it's just you and me who have this disagreement. Have you talked to any of our other colleagues who sit near us? Maybe other people are feeling cold too.
That's a good point. I haven't asked directly,
But I have noticed a few things. I saw Maria this morning wearing a scarf at her desk. A scarf, indoors. So she might be feeling the chill as well.
And what about the other side of the issue? Have you heard anyone complaining that it is too warm?
Yes, actually. Just yesterday, I overheard Tom and Chris talking by the coffee machine. They were both saying how nice and cool the office was, and how they wished their homes had such good air conditioning.
So there are definitely different opinions across the office. It also depends on where you sit. Our desks are right under one of the main air conditioning vents. I can feel the air coming out, and I find it refreshing. But for you, it feels like a direct blast of cold air.
It does, and I know that the people who sit near the large windows often complain about the temperature too. They say it gets very hot in the afternoon when the sun shines directly on them. It seems our office has its own little microclimates.
It certainly seems that way. This brings up an interesting question. What do you think the ideal, perfect office temperature actually is? Is there a magic number that would make everyone happy?
That's a tough question. For me, right now, I would love it to be around 23 or 24 degrees Celsius. That's about 74 or 75 degrees Fahrenheit. That feels like a comfortable room temperature where I wouldn't need to wear a heavy sweater to survive.
Wow, 24 degrees Celsius? I think I would be melting. For me, that would be too warm. I find I get sleepy and lose focus when a room is that warm. I think the perfect temperature is closer to 21 degrees Celsius, which is about 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
See, our ideal temperatures are 3 degrees apart. That's a significant difference. I once read an article that said most office temperature complaints come from the fact that the standard temperatures were originally set based on the metabolic rate of men from decades ago.
I think I read something similar. It said that women often feel colder in office environments than men do. It's a very common issue. It really proves that it's impossible to find one single temperature that is perfect for every single person in a diverse office.
So, we are facing an impossible problem. That's not very encouraging. There must be something we can do.
Well, since we probably can't change the entire building's temperature just for us, maybe we can think of some personal solutions for you. What else could you do to feel warmer right now?
I've already put on my sweater, which I keep here. It's helping a little, but not enough. What else can I do? Wear a hat and gloves to my desk?
That might be a bit extreme, but some people do keep a small, soft blanket at their desk to put over their legs. It's quite common. Or what about drinking something hot? A nice cup of hot tea or coffee always helps to warm me up from the inside.
A blanket. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet, but the hot tea is a good idea. I think I will go to the kitchen and make a cup of peppermint tea right now. That should help a bit.
Another idea for your hands is to use a wrist warmer or fingerless gloves. They keep your hands and wrists warm, but still allow you to type freely. It might look a little strange, but if it helps you to be comfortable and productive, then it's worth it.
Fingerless gloves. You are full of creative ideas today. I appreciate the suggestions, Emma. They are practical tips, but they feel like temporary fixes for a bigger problem. I'm solving my personal cold issue, but the environment is still not right.
I agree. They are personal solutions. If we want to address the bigger problem, we need to think about a more official, office level solution. We can't change the thermostat ourselves, but someone can.
Who would that person be? Who is in charge of the office climate? We can't just call the CEO and tell him I'm feeling a bit chilly.
No, definitely not. The correct department to deal with this would be the facilities department, or sometimes it's called building operations. They are responsible for maintaining the entire building, including the heating and air conditioning system.
So, we should contact the facilities department. How do we do that? Do we just send them an email complaining about the temperature?
We could, but a direct complaint might not be the most effective way. It's better to make a formal request. We could explain the situation and ask them if it's possible to check the airflow or adjust the temperature in our specific zone of the office. Sometimes they can adjust the vents to redirect the air.
That sounds like a much more professional approach. Asking them to investigate the situation is better than just demanding that they make it warmer. It shows that we are trying to find a constructive solution.
Exactly. And before we contact facilities directly, it might be a good idea to speak with our own manager first. It's always good to follow the correct chain of command.
Talk to our manager, Sarah? Why? It's not really her area of expertise.
It isn't, but it's a matter that is affecting your work and comfort, so it is a workplace issue. If we tell her first, she is aware of the situation. She can also give us advice on the best way to contact facilities, or she might even offer to contact them on our behalf. A request from a manager often has more weight than a request from an employee.
That is a very smart idea. A request from a manager would definitely be taken more seriously. Would you be willing to come with me to talk to her? If we go together, it shows that it's a team issue, not just me complaining about being cold.
Of course, I would be happy to. Even though I am not cold, I can support you by explaining that the temperature is a problem for some members of the team and that it's affecting our work environment.
Thank you, Emma. That would be a huge help. What if we also quickly ask Maria and a few others if they feel the same way? If we can say that 3 or 4 of us in this section are having the same problem, our case will be much stronger.
That is the perfect strategy. We should gather a little bit of evidence first. So, the plan is to discreetly ask a few of our neighbors if they are also feeling too cold. If they agree, then we can approach our manager, Sarah, together.
Yes. When we talk to her, what should we say? I don't want to sound like I am just whining. I want to be professional and constructive.
We should definitely avoid emotional language. We should not say things like, "I'm freezing to death," or "The air conditioning is terrible." We should be calm and factual. We can start by saying that we would like to discuss a small issue about the office environment.
Okay, that sounds like a good start. What next?
We can then explain the situation clearly and simply. We could say something like, "Several of us who sit in the north corner of the office have been finding the temperature consistently too cold. It is making it difficult to concentrate at times. We were wondering what the official procedure is for providing feedback about the office temperature."
That sounds perfect. It's polite, it explains the problem and its impact on productivity, and it asks for guidance. It doesn't make demands. It opens the conversation. You are very good at this, Emma.
It's just about thinking how the other person will receive the message. So, that's our long-term plan. We'll talk to our colleagues today, and then we can plan to speak with Sarah tomorrow morning. But What about right now? You are still freezing.
You are right. For today, I am going to execute your personal solutions plan. First, I am heading directly to the kitchen to make a large, very hot cup of tea. Second, I am going to check my locker. I think I might have a small, personal desk heater stored in there from last winter.
A personal heater is a great idea, but you should check the office policy first. Some companies don't allow them for safety reasons, but it's worth checking.
Good point, Emma. I will be careful. But for now, just for this afternoon, I have another idea. Your desk is a few feet further away from that air vent than mine is. Would you be willing to trade desks with me just until the end of the day?
Of course! That's a wonderful and simple solution for today. I would be happy to. A little bit of cool air won't bother me at all. Let's switch.
Thank you so much, Emma. You've been incredibly helpful. I feel so much better now that we have a temporary solution for today and a solid, professional plan for tomorrow. Now, let's get that hot tea.